This is Nikita Plakis and welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend that needs to hear this. I love you and thank you for joining. Enjoy today's message.
So stick with me. I know you saw the title. I know you saw that I said you are not stuck. You're just addicted to familiar pain, right? And you keep calling it stuck. But the truth is, you're loyal to a version of you that has already expired. I'm going to say that again. You are addicted to a version of you that has already expired. So we unconsciously choose familiar pain over unfamiliar peace because the truth is, you might be used to the pain, you might be used to the hurt, you might be used to the familiar place where you are. You might not like it on the surface, but deep down in your cells, by the trauma that's stored in your body, that's all you know. And that's all you're accustomed to. And if you try to step out of that comfort zone, your entire nervous system literally goes into fight or flight and it pulls you back. So it appears like you're stuck, but that is literally just procrastination, is nothing more than a trauma response. Okay? The brain's comfort zone isn't comfort, okay? It's repetition. So basically, pain feels safe when it's all you've known, right? And the brain's comfort zone isn't comfort. What I mean when I say that is, how do I explain this? Because this is something that I had to do a lot of work through, right? To be able to get to the point of showing up every single day, recording a video every single day, recording my podcast every single day, doing what I actually want to do, what my heart desires to do every single day. And I know all it takes is just putting a fucking camera on a tripod and sitting here and doing this, right? But for my nervous system, for my nervous system, this was one of the hardest things for me to push myself to do, not because I do not want to, not because I don't have the desire, not because I cannot see myself doing this, but because something inside of me, every time I tried to take a step to take action, was screaming no, was trying to keep me in that place, keep me in that position. It's like it was trying to keep me safe. And if you find yourself in a place where you think you are, sorry, everything just fell down, but we don't edit over here, we just continue. Like, that's me. I'm a normal person. Okay. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to have it all together. I don't edit my videos for the simple reason I have something called RSD, okay, rejection sensitive dysphoria. I have something called ADD, okay, ADHD. I also have something called OCD. So I've been programmed to be a perfectionist, to have it all together, to do everything in a certain way. If it's not perfect, I can't put it out, I can't produce it, I can't do that. And I am just at a point in my life where done is my perfect. If I done it, if I recorded it, that's it. I make myself look a little better on here with a little video editing and stuff. I might do little stuff like that, but I'm not gonna sit here and edit an entire video because for someone with my mental health um, patterns, okay, because I don't see it as a disability. I don't see my RSD as a disability. I don't see my ADHD as a disability. I don't see any of those, not even my dyslexia, because it's all, I just call myself a little bit superhuman because I'm able to function in this dimension and in another dimension and in another dimension at the same time. And that's a superpower. It is not a disadvantage. I'm able to feel people's everything. Okay. I'm like clairvoyant, clairaudient, clear everything. Why? Because when you have all those ADHD, everything is hypersensitive. So I'm just automatically finer tuned to everybody else's vibration to the point where I used to confuse it for my own. And that might be you too. Because the thing is, we don't realize how intuitive we actually are as human beings. And for someone like me with RSD, I feel everything, okay? I'm a feeler. I feel even what people don't want to say out loud. I feel everything. And we are going to get back to the video before we got thrown off. But I say all that to say, if you see me doing something stupid on my video, mind your business. Clap for me, laugh with me, support me, because I'm not pro- portraying myself as perfect. I'm not some person that has everything figured out. No, honey, we're figuring this thing out together. That's the point. And that's the thing. Like, so many times we see other people doing stuff and we think they have it all figured out, or they are experts on this. But the truth is, everybody is just figuring things out as they go for themselves. And what I learned that's working for me, I'm coming here and I'm teaching you that that's the whole point of this whole human race thing. Because so many times we look at people and we want that Instagram effect on our life. No, honey, just be you, and who you are is enough. And that's the thing that most people miss, is they try to be like everybody else. Who you are is enough. Your authenticity is literally your whole point of being, because you have something different to give to the world. So don't come out here and try to be a carbon copy of somebody else. It's not the point. The point is to be the best freaking you that you can possibly be, and shine so bright while conquering your shadow and owning your shadow and walking with your shadow and holding hands with your shadow. Why? Because you've been doing the work. And if you are aligned to my energy, you have definitely been doing the work. Like, there's no coincidences. Okay. So your brain's comfort zone isn't comfort, it's just repetition, right? And pain feels safe when it's all you know. Like I was saying before, something fell around here. And the reason why, like I said, because that's all you know. So for me, to, like, if all I know in my life is chaos, right? If all you know in your life is chaos, if all you know is shit not being in flow and shit not being together, the minute things flow and the minute things are together, your nervous system literally freaks out. And it's really interesting because you think once you have things sorted out, like financially or in a certain way, that you're gonna feel safe, right? But it's really funny because I found myself in this position where I had stuff paid ahead of time, and that also freaked me out and caused me crazy anxiety, because it's almost as if my body is saying, like, we're not used to this. Like, safety was foreign to me because I was so used to everything falling apart. I was so used to things, so used to chaos, so used to people emotionally abusing me. So when people weren't, my nervous system was freaking out, literally. And that's why I realized that I had to start reprogramming my body, okay? Because once I found out what this RSD was, and I found out that trauma is stored in your neurons and in your cells and in your body. So consciously, I did a lot of work. I became aware. I did all the personal development stuff. I did the hypnosis. I did the NLP, but I still had to rewire every cell in my body. Like, my body was in such a fight or flight state that my feet were literally cold for 30 freaking 9 years of my life. Yes, I'm 39 and I'm turning 40 next year. Don't ask me how I look like this. Go talk, take it up with God. Thank you. And my mom and dad. Mwah. Anyway, freedom feels foreign, like I was saying, and I found myself there, like, freedom feels foreign. And so we sabotage it. And it was almost as if, I don't know, it's like, say you'll find yourself in a position, right? And I've been there, where you have extra money left, and you like, my money is invested and I do this with my money and I do that with my money, but it's almost like there's a part of me that wanted to get rid of it, so I have nothing, so I don't have to worry about having too much, because it's like a part of me fears that if things are going good, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna hurt me, because there are times in my life where I've been super duper happy and then everything goes to shit, right? So it's like my body is literally used to literally be waiting for shit to go sideways, expecting shit to go sideways. And what do they say? We get what we expect, right? And that's how trauma works in the body. So it's like you think it's one thing, like you think it's a procrastination problem, it's you think it's a procrastination issue, you think it's a, oh, you're not showing up the way you need to show up issue, you think it's a effort issue. No, it's trauma. And the thing is, trauma will trick you. And our brains are literally designed to protect us. So your brain will come up with a story saying you're stuck in what is a belief, just the thought that you keep thinking over and over again, right? So if you are going to think you're stuck, you're going to start acting stuck, and you're going to start aligning with that frequency or that perception that we have. Why? Because we get the reality that we perceive. Like, these aren't just cute little sayings, it's the truth. Okay, your perception is your reality. Law of attraction works. All law of attraction is yours is stuck, 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 stuck. So law of attraction is like, oh, you want to be stuck? Okay, let's keep perpetuating that feeling of you being stuck. That's how it works. That's why I always encourage people, learn the laws of the universe, learn the laws of nature. Like learn them. They're there for a reason. The Bible talks about the laws. They're not talking about the police laws. They are talking about the laws of the universe. They're talking about the laws of the spiritual laws of success. All of those laws, the laws of leadership. There's so many laws. So freedom will feel foreign to you if your nervous system is not in, if it's not a mind, body, soul coherence, right? And the moment you break the loyalty to the old you, life shifts a lot faster. And the quickest way to break the old you is with the truth. And that's why I say the laws are the truth. Like irrefutable laws of nature, irrefutable laws of nature, like understanding how the law of attraction works, understanding the law of vibration, understanding the law of polarity, understanding the law of cause and effect. Like all of those things come into play. So when you understand that the law of attraction, that which is likened to itself is drawn, you understand, okay, so if I'm thinking about chaos, I'm attracting chaos into my life. Okay. And if you understand the law of vibration, okay, what frequency am I tuned to? It's like, okay, because you can say one thing and be attuned to another thing, because that's literally why affirmations don't work for, it doesn't work for everybody, because you can affirm all day if you want to, but if your nervous system doesn't agree with what you are affirming, it's going against each other. And most people think that by keep repeating that it's going to change, but no, you have to change the vibration. How do you change vibration? By understanding which frequency you are tuned to right now. How do you know which frequency you are tuned to right now? Take a look at your life. It's the most quickest way to see exactly which frequency you are tuned to. And if you like your life, congratulations, because you got what you asked for. Okay, vibrationally. If you do not like your life, congratulations, because you got what you asked for vibrationally. And the good news is, because once you understand that we always get what we are asking for vibrationally, okay, if you understand that you always get what you're asking for vibrationally, good or bad. That's the thing. Like, we think the universe only gives us positive things. We get whatever we ask for. Whatever we ask for. The universe doesn't have time to sit there. God doesn't have time to sit there and differentiate. Oh, this is what she actually means. She's saying one thing, but this is what she actually wants. No. You get what you are asking for vibrationally. So if you are speaking abundance, but you're vibrating in lack, then you need to understand why you are sitting in what you do not want. If you are affirming one thing, but you're vibrating at another, you get the reality that you are vibrating to. So it's very important for you to understand that everything is just energy. And once we understand that everything is just energy, we can tune to the frequency that we want. And it happens how the Bible says it best: be still and know. Be still, get quiet, meditate. Like that's why when I play this, I play frequency music, it's literally DNA repair because I am repairing your spiritual DNA without you even realizing it. Because the thing is, your subconscious is amazing. Your subconscious picks up on everything around you. And your subconscious also hears everything you're not saying with words, what you are saying with vibration. It's vibration, it's vibration. Everything is energy. Okay? And the moment you break the loyalty to the old you, like life shifts fast because the moment you understand it's about the frequency that you tune to, and the moment you understand how to tune to the frequency that you want, you need to get into alignment with it. Use your imagination. You will have higher faculties to tune to. Okay, so here's a few action steps I want you guys to take. Right, one, name a familiar pain. What pattern keeps replaying in your life? And it's really easy to see. Take a look at your life and write this down and ask yourself, what pattern keeps replaying in my life? What experiences do I keep on having? Especially the ones that you do not want, but also the ones you want, because that way you need to sit down and analyze and see, okay, what was I feeling? Abraham Hicks talks about this all the time. Ask yourself, what was I feeling in that moment? What were my dominating thoughts? Because you need to be able to decode yourself so you can reprogram yourself, and you decode yourself, and that way you can see, hey, it's all you. We might think it's this person and that person or this thing and the other, but it's you, it's you, it's you. Once you understand, you are creating your reality. This is your movie. This movie goes exactly how you want it to go. This movie goes exactly how you want it to go. And once you understand that this is your movie, then you start playing the freaking director, the narrator, the author, and the everything. Because right now you are acting like an extra. You might be acting like an extra in your own movie, like I was the whole time, thinking that it was this, that, and the other, but it was me the whole time. It was me the whole time, and that's the best news ever, to realize that it's you. Because more people are so afraid to admit that it's them, but once you understand it's you, you can understand, yo, I created this. And the beautiful thing is, because I created this, I can change it. Sorry, Florida mosquitoes. I don't know how he got in my house, but he's gone. Call it expired. Literally say out loud, I am not this anymore. So when you name that familiar pain, and that familiar pain might also be the lie. And what is the truth about that? Because I spoke about this in my previous video, right? Like this one, if you can, when you find the lie, replace it with three truths about you. Sorry, this mosquito is trying to be in the movie. Not today, Satan. Careful when you're vibrating high, because even everything will be attracted to you. Even the things you do not want, once you understand its duality, its polarity, there are opposites to everything. So say it out loud, I am not this anymore, right? And then choose one unfamiliar action today that your future self would take. Anything, even something small, even if it's going live, even if it's doing a little action that your future self would want to take every day. What is that step? And freaking take it, and then stay in the discomfort long enough for it to become your new safe. And if you feel yourself freaking out, if you feel anxiety kicking in, remember, I told you guys straight, hand over your heart, hand over your belly, breathe in, and just tell yourself, we're not in danger anymore. We have nothing to fear. We are not, we're not screaming. We are not in danger. You are safe. It is safe for you to take this action. Tell your inner child, hey, I want us to take this action. This is in our favor. This is in our benefit, because you think it's just you, but you are with your old self, your new self, your negative self, your positive self. There's a whole posse in there. And once you understand how to let your entire you work together, because there are different facets of you, once you understand that, like, you can have an observer observing everything in your life and paying attention to things from an objective point of view while you are you. Like, and the thing is, like, most people aren't willing to have that awareness. Most people aren't willing to even entertain the idea of how amazing we actually are as human beings. But if you're watching until this part, then I know you are different and you want that change in your life. And I absolutely think that we can be, do, and have No, I think it's a fact. There are no limitations except the ones we place on ourselves. You are not stuck. You are not stuck. You are not stuck. You just have trauma you need to deal with. You just have shadow work that you need to face. Because what do they say? Like, in order to go to heaven, right? You need to face all the truths about you. Like, look at all your sins. That's shadow work. That's how you get to heaven on earth. You face your shadows. You dance with your darkness. And you own your light. They are both you. I can't sit here and talk just about my light self without talking about how I got to this point. Because it took me being a drug addict for 5 years. It took me walking a completely messed up part of my life for a while. It took me abandoning myself. It took me getting hurt over and over again. It took me being homeless 3 times to get to this level of consciousness. It took me literally killing my old self. Like, literally, I starved her. I literally starved her for 3 days. I ate no food. I literally starved her. And in that starvation, I found a trust that I didn't even know could be. And I'm going to do an episode on that for you guys. But that's all for today, my loves. So I'm going to see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And just remember, the sky has always been your only limit. So go ahead and chase it. And we can be, do, and have whatever and anything we want to in this world. Okay, and just remember, like my girl Reagan Helios is, you absolutely can have it all. I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you for watching till the end. You definitely are my people. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.